Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this series of short videos on new manager training, I'll be sharing tips and tools which will help the new managers to navigate their new role with very easily, right? Today we will be talking about tools for self-awareness. Of course, in the last video, we talked about Johari window and what are the different quadrants in Johari window. Today, we will focus on 360-degree feedback. So basically, this is a 360-degree feedback is a tool to reduce your blind spot. So what is the blind spot? Sometimes people know their own strengths and opportunities, but sometimes they may not know what is their strength and opportunities. But at the same time, the people who are observing them, they know what is their strengths and opportunities. That means I don't know my strengths and opportunities sometimes, but the people who are observing me, they know what is my strength and opportunities, and hence they can give me the valuable feedback on what is my strength and what is my opportunity, so that I can work on that. So 360-degree feedback is a very powerful tool to get the self-awareness. Especially if I know my strength and opportunities, it is okay. But because sometimes I don't know what is my strength and opportunities, that is where this 360-degree feedback helps me. So what is this 360-degree feedback? So 360-degree feedback is nothing but getting a feedback from our direct reports, like that means our team members, and getting feedback from our direct manager, and getting feedback from our customer, and then feedback from our peers, like who are all working with us at the same level or in the same grade. And sometimes we may have to report to multiple managers, so it is always good to take the feedback from matrix manager as well, in addition to the direct manager's feedback. And then finally, sometimes we may work with multiple teams who are not directly under my control, or who are not working in my team, right? I may need to work with some cross-functional teams, so it is always good to get feedback from their perspective also. So basically, what I'm trying to do here in this 360-degree feedback is I'm trying to get the feedback from multiple people with whom I'm working on a day-to-day activities, right? So in some organizations, they may have a very formal system in the form of online surveys to get this feedback. But in some organizations, they may not have any mechanism to get the feedback. In that case, we can do a manual offline survey. So what is this manual offline survey? Basically, what we do is we need to put a feedback box in some corner, right? It should not be in near my place. If I'm seeking the feedback, it should not be near my place or in my office. It should be somewhere down the corner completely, which is not visible to me. So you need to put a box there, and then where people can drop in their feedback. But here, very important thing is you should ask the feedback to be provided in an anonymous way. That means people should not write their names, or you should not know who gave what feedback, kind of thing, right? Because why I'm saying this, because sometimes people may not be very comfortable in giving the feedback, so we need to provide them a space to give us the feedback. So if you say that it is anonymous, you don't need to write the name, then you are encouraging more people to give the feedback. Of course, if somebody really want to put their name on that feedback, that is fine. That is always welcome. If they want to be transparent and if they want to give you the feedback, they can do that. But generally, if somebody really wants to give you the feedback in an open manner, they will come directly and talk to you. They don't need to wait for this 360-degree feedback system. Why we are putting this 360-degree feedback is sometimes people are very uncomfortable, especially our direct reports, our team members, in giving the feedback. So that is the reason why we need to take this feedback in an anonymous way, right? And then also, when you form the questions, don't ask, do you like my style of management, or do you like the support I'm providing? Instead of that, you ask more subjective and qualitative feedback. That means you should ask what is going well, what is not going well, what kind of behaviors you don't like from me, or what kind of behaviors you like from me, what kind of support you are expecting from me. These kind of subjective and qualitative feedback will give you a huge, valuable feedback. But if you just put a, very objective way saying that, okay, you tick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whether you like my, management style, choose one of these options, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is not going to help you in a better way. So it's better always to take subjective and qualitative feedback. Maybe if you want, you can use some very minimal objective feedback also. That is not a problem. But give importance to subjective and qualitative feedback. Okay. And now we will look at what is the process for collecting this 360-degree feedback. First, you need to explain it to your stakeholders. First, you need to talk to your manager, your team members, your cross-functional team, your customers, saying that, see, I want to understand, myself. I want to understand what is my strength, what is my opportunities, right? Whether my behaviors are, helping you, or whether my behavior is good, right? Whether am I able to provide you enough support or not. So for that, I'm looking for a 360-degree feedback from you. So you need to first explain the context to all your stakeholders from whom you would like to take this feedback. And then you set up the mechanism where, as I said, like, you put a feedback box, and then you ask people to put their feedback in that box. Sometimes, if the remote participants are there, probably you can take it through email. But only thing is, from email, it is possible that you may know who has given you the feedback. So probably you need to go for some kind of online, feedback forms without capturing the participant name. Okay, so you need to take care of that part. But if it is offline, you can always put a feedback box, and then you can ask people to drop their feedback in that box. And then third one is you need to analyze the feedback. So first you need to tell saying that, please give me 360-degree feedback, in next 2 weeks time. Right? So you are giving enough time and enough space for the people to provide you the feedback. Once the 2 weeks is over, you collect the feedback and you analyze the feedback. Okay, what people are telling about your strength, what people are telling about your opportunities, what people are telling you to continue what you are doing good, or what people are telling you to stop if something is not going good, right? And those kind of things you need to analyze. And then once, based on your strengths, opportunities, and all those things, you need to come up with the action plan. Okay, these are my strengths, I will continue to use them, and these are the things which I am doing good, I will continue to do that. But these are something which my team is not liking, which my customer is, you don't know who gave the feedback, right? So these are some things which my stakeholders are not liking. So probably I need to do something. Again, you need to use your judgment. Like, if just one person is saying that something is wrong, maybe you need to see whether you need to really, whether that feedback is valuable or not, or whether that feedback is genuine or not. But say if 10 people are telling about one point, saying that one particular aspect in your management style is not good, not good, then definitely you need to give importance to that, and you need to start working on that, because 10 people are telling that something is going wrong, and you should give importance to that. So you have to decide the action plan and prioritize your actions. And then what you need to do is you need to communicate to your stakeholder, saying that, thank you very much, I received your feedback, and this is the feedback I have got. These are my strengths and these are my opportunities. And you should be vulnerable, right? So you need to tell that this is my feedback I received, and this is the action plan I'm trying to put. Again, you can tell, right? Some of these feedback I may not be able, I need to address by these actions, but some of this feedback probably I will work on little later, kind of thing, right? So you need to communicate to your stakeholders what is your action plan, what is the feedback, and what is your action plan. And then you need to take the actions, basically execute the actions. And then you need to send the frequent or regular updates to your stakeholders, saying that, see, this is what I am doing, and so far this is the progress. It can be, the stakeholders can be anybody, team members, direct reports, your indirect reports, your managers, matrix manager, everybody. Then they will have what happens is, if you do this, they will, have more trust on you. And you are building the trust basically by doing it. You are, being very transparent, you are being vulnerable, and then you are building the trust, right? That is important. And then once you update the stakeholders, probably again, next year you can seek the feedback. So again, the process is same. You need to inform the team, and then you need. So now what will happen is, you already have one feedback and you started working on it, and now in the next year you get another feedback, and you can see whether there is any improvement in your style of working or whatever it is, right? So that way it will be very helpful. And once you start working on the feedback, definitely it will help you to in your own self development. Okay, so this is about 360-degree feedback process, and 360-degree feedback is very powerful tool to understand our own strengths and opportunities. Sometimes we may not be able to realize it, but only with the 360-degree feedback we will be able to know more. So stay tuned for more such tools. And my name is Vijay Kumar Pitra, and I'm an international trainer on soft skills and leadership skills. I also teach on mental well-being and mental health topics to the corporates, and I also teach on cyber and internet psychology. But in these series of short videos, I'll be focusing more on new manager trainings, so that you can become star manager from star performer, right? And if you enjoy the video, please like it. You can share it with your family, friends, colleagues, so that they also can get benefit out of it. And then please subscribe to this channel so that you get latest updates. And thank you very much. And I will see you in the next video.